Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Marvel Strike Force video. In this video, we're going to take a look at a bunch of stuff. We're going to take a look at the Hulk rework. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some new traits that are coming into the game and who that might impact. We're also going to take a look at some new Datamine information. So we have a possible Red Star Orb rework out there, and then we've heard that Coulson is on the way, and we've got some Datamine information about what his kit might look like. Just a disclaimer, as far as the Datamine information goes, take it with a grain of salt, because unless it's in the game, it doesn't exist, but it's always cool to take a look at. All right, but first, before we jump into that, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this right now because there's a lot to go ahead and talk about. So Community Update 3.1 is here. We got that update. Hopefully everybody's got the update to the update, because after 3.1 there was a ton of freezing. I really haven't ran into too many issues in this game, but after this update, my game was freezing all the time. So with those new updates that came out, hopefully that fixed that for everybody out there. So with this update, we got Falcon's event campaign here. That started today, and I'm kind of curious what you're using for a tech team. I haven't jumped into that campaign just yet, but I plan on running through that pretty quick. Falcon, we went over his kit in my last video, and if you haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and link that up right here, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. And then I'm also working on a Alliance Wars video for him. So since in Alliance Wars you can only use characters once, I'm going to be recording his performance in Alliance Wars today, Thursday, and Saturday. And then I'll have a video out on him more than likely Sunday, just to kind of see how he does in Alliance Wars, get those buffs and things like that. We also have new traits that came in the game. We have Power Armor and Wave 1. Talked about this briefly in my last video. So Power Armor is a new trait that's going to be applied to Falcon, Iron Man, and War Machine. Those should already be there. Those are already there. So kind of curious what they're going to do with that. That does come into play with Falcon's abilities again. So when he's in a team with other characters that have that trait, he gets bonuses, which is awesome. And then this Wave 1. So if we take a look at this, I'm kind of curious. So it's Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Hulk. These are all the Phase 1 heroes that started the whole MCU. I'm wondering if Wave 1 equates to Phase 1, and then we'll get like a Wave 2, a Wave 3, to start adding in some of these other characters that came a little bit later on, like Vision and Scarlet Witch and such. So I'm kind of curious what they plan on doing with that. However, we're going to see what that does a little bit with the Hulk update, because we're going to jump into that here in just a second. And then, actually, we're going to jump into it right now. So the Hulk update right here. Let's go ahead and jump in there and see what we got. So Valley must be Valley must be a little bit happy, at least, that the Hulk got a rework. It wasn't a massive rework like we've seen with some other characters, but it does make Hulk more viable now than he was before. He's a little bit better. So his basic here, it no longer grants an offense up if used below 50% health, but it does, the damage is now multiplied by 1.5 if used below 50% health. So, you know what, I haven't crunched the numbers or anything like that, but it almost seems like I kind of balanced out there. Maybe there's a little bit more damage now than there was before, but not much. Okay, he's got his rage for his special here. So heal has been increased from 10 to 15% of Hulk's max health. And then when using this ability, Hulk gains 1 counter if a Wave 1 Avenger ally is present. So we're starting to see a little bit synergy with the Avengers here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do a little bit more down the road, because I haven't seen anything new with these Wave 1 traits yet with the existing characters here. They fixed some bugs here. His leap, his ultimate, no changes were made to that. Always angry, so his passive no longer grants speed up at 50% health. So when Hulk drops below 50% health, he gains speed bar, offense up, and clear stuns, which is cool. When he drops below 25% health, he gains death proof and clears all his negative effects. His passive now execute while he is stunned, which is cool. And then while he is below 50% health, he gains 33% armor, a little bit in line with the theory of Hulk, right? I mean, the more he loses health, the angrier he gets. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. That's typically how that works out, right? And then looks like they gave the Hulk 10% more health, and he has 33% more speed. Overall, I would say that the rework on the Hulk is okay. It's not massive. It's not game-changing. It's not anything that's really going to turn any heads, but it does make the Hulk more viable in teams than he was before, especially when you put him in with the Wave 1 Avengers here. So, interesting there. Need to do a little bit more testing, but he's okay. He's all right. This is the cool thing that I really want to talk about. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Coulson was announced just last week. He's not the second character that they're teasing. Now, there's been some rumors out there. I know I saw a video with Valley and Casino talking about a sneak peek for Colossus. He may be that character. There may be somebody else. Not sure there, but Coulson is hitting the scene. We do have some Datamine information on what his kit looks like, so we're going to take a look at that here in just a little bit. So really excited for that. The Shuri event is up. That was a lot of fun. Still need to work on getting Carnage and Green Goblin up there a little bit, but that was a lot of fun. I did do a video on that. If you haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and link it up right here. You can at least see tiers 1 through 4 to see what kind of the battles and stuff look like. And then the next time she comes around, I'll definitely be able to go ahead and do that tier 5, put her in that Wakandan team, and really test out that full raid team, because I am really looking forward to that. Kind of my goal is to get that raid team ready for Ultimate 7, because if this is truly the team to beat, if this is the elite raid team that Marvel Strike Force and the developers are touting, then I really want to get them up there and test it out and see if that's really the case or not. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this Datamine information, because I'm really excited about what we're seeing. First, we're going to talk about the Red Star Orb rework, and then we're going to go ahead and get into Agent Coulson's kit, which I just think is pretty cool. It's going to really add to that Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. team. All right, so the Elite 4-star orb. So taking a look at this, just kind of what I'm thinking, and I do like what I see so far, especially when you start looking at the promotion credits and stuff like that. I'm curious to see how it comes into effect. So you have the Elite 4-star orb, 5, 6, and 7-star orbs. Right now, they're just Elite Red Star orbs. So these are going to guarantee 4-star promotions or better, or 5-star promotions or 6-star promotions or better, except for that 7-star. You can't get better than that 7-star, right? Which is really cool, because then at least you know you're going to get the minimum, which is 4. Because right now, I mean, you just don't know. The RNG is just absolutely horrible. This has been one of the worst mechanics that have been entered into the game, just because how much you depend on RNG. It's insane. Some people have some really good RNG luck. If you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that my RNG luck is absolutely horrible. So I'm struggling here to kind of keep up with some of that stuff. And I have not spent, except for the initial Red Star, there was a Red Star offer when it first came out. I did purchase back, I think it was like 20 bucks. But since then, I have not spent any money on Red Star orbs, just because I'm not a fan of how it works right now. This right here, I really do like what I'm seeing right now. We have these different Elite Star orbs, and then these promotion ones. This is what I really like. This is what I'm excited about. Again, there's a certain amount of RNG with these other orbs here with the 4, 5, 6, and 7, but it's better. The promotion one, this is what I like, because you can use these to promote specific characters up to a 5-star, and let's see, up to 5 red stars. This credit here, up to 5 red stars. And then the gold promotion credit. So you got three promotion credits here in a ×1, 5, and 50. And then you have this gold promotion credit, so used to promote specific characters, to 6 and 7 red stars. This allows a little bit of control back to the player, getting a little bit away from the RNG, and allows you to say, hey, I want to go ahead and get this character. I want to go ahead and get Vision up to 5 red stars, or I want to go ahead and get Minerva up to 7 red stars. I think it's absolutely awesome. The only unknown right now is really how this mechanic is going to work, how you get these things. and I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. I'm not sure when this is going to hit. I'm hopeful that it's going to hit fairly soon. I hope it hits before Ultimus 7, but who knows, because I'm thinking Ultimus 7 is probably going to be out with the next patch. I don't know. That's just a guess, because I know that we also have some X-Men coming, or at least the rumor is. I will say, I'm not going to confirm anything because I can't, but I will say, you know, there's rumors that the X-Men are coming after this next patch, because we do have the new movie coming out. We have Dark Phoenix coming out, so really looking forward to that. So that right there is what we know so far, or what has been data mined so far about the Red Star Orb rework. I like it. I'm a fan of it. It is not perfect, but it is better than what it is, and it's something that I can definitely live with. And once that hits, we'll see if it really is better. Let's go ahead and take a look at Coulson and his kit. So Coulson's kit right here looks pretty interesting. So his basic's going to chain to 2 to 4 enemies, 230% damage. I'm assuming that these numbers are all maxed out, because 230% is a lot. So chain to 2 to 4 enemies, 230% damage to primary, 180% damage to secondary, and then 100% chance for 20% turn meter rewind on hit. So instead of giving turn meter, the way this is, at least the way this reads in my mind, he's only going to lose 20% of his turn meter. Either that, or he's going to reduce the turn meter of his target. But since they say rewind instead of reducing, it seems like all he's going to do is he's going to lose 20% of his turn meter. I don't know. Really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. So his special starts at 4 energy, 200% damage to primary, 150% damage to 10 other enemies. So we have an AoE attack here. He's going to steal 4 buffs, give to Nick Fury, flip those 4 only in Alliance War defense, then remove everything else, not just Alliance War defense. So in the update here, it does say that Coulson is an Alliance War character. So he's going to have some Alliance War benefits. So 200% damage to primary target, 150% to 10 other enemies. Then it's steal 4 buffs, give to Nick. So we're going to steal 4 buffs from the enemy. We're going to give those buffs to Nick Fury. And then we're going to flip those 4 in Alliance War defense. Okay, so he's going to be a defensive character. So they're turning... So if you look at my videos, I really use... I think Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. team is an excellent defense team, but I also think they make an awesome offensive team. So you can swap some characters around in there, so it sounds as if Coulson, when you put him in there, is really going to be more focused on a defense team versus being offense. So that's pretty interesting. Really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. Can't wait to see the animations. His ultimate starts at 5 energy. We have a defense down on the primary enemy. We're going to call for 2 assists from non-summons, so that makes sense. And then if S.H.I.E.L.D. gives offense up, give team deflect, and then 280% damage to everyone. So that's a pretty interesting ultimate there. I really like that. You get the defense downs, you get the assists, the offense ups, you're giving deflect. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. And then his passive here, assist chance 20% on all S.H.I.E.L.D. ally attacks. And then when Nick Fury is attacked, gain counter attack. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. allies gain 10% additional health there. So, I mean, his kit does sound very, very cool. Alliance War defense, give taunt to security when Nick Fury is attacked, which is kind of cool. That's almost like not an interrupt, but an intercept in some other games. And then Alliance War, 20% chance per S.H.I.E.L.D. ally to assist on non-damaging attacks, like the Punisher. Wow. So he is going to be a Hero Global Tech Protector, so he's a tech guy, and he's going to have that Avenger tag and the S.H.I.E.L.D. tag there. So very interesting. Counter, assist, 140% damage, and 17 piercing. So really interesting. I like what the kit looks like. I can't wait to get him into that team and put him on the defense and see what that looks like. And there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you tonight. Just a video to go over some of the cool stuff that's happening, some cool reworks, some new characters coming. Really curious to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. And as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.